What's the best way to make coins right now? I've been getting a lot of questions about that, both from my newer viewers and my veterans, and it's very interesting right now with the way the market is currently with Madden 19 Ultimate Team, with all these new cards that are being released. A lot of players are losing value. Now, when you're starting from scratch, like this is going to be a video that is specific to like the no money spent players. Even if you do buy packs here and there, this is going to really help you out so you can kind of understand exactly moving forward what you should do, how the promos are released and things of that nature to make sure that you keep your coins at a certain respectable level. All right? So we're going to get into all of that and more after this. All right, so pretty much this is the whole situation that's going on right now. The market is completely crashed. As we talk about it, I'm going to do what I usually do when I first log on. For those of you guys that watch me on Twitch, you know every day I'm doing my, my daily objectives, just making sure that I get everything done. I'm not going to be opening the packs on the day-to-day basis like I used to. Like I said, a lot of the things that you guys recommend, I've already done it in the past, but I don't really think about it like that. Like, yo, bro, let me keep doing the same things that used to work. Like when you open up consecutive packs and things like that for the daily objectives, it's more likely they're going to give you something glitchy within that. Bro, what's this? Demaryius Thomas. Okay, bro. Okay, bro, what's this guy's highest overall, though? Like, let me just check this out while we're talking. So again, right, when you're looking at it, I always do the exchange set because I think the exchange set offers the most. This guy only has a 70 run block, bro. Like, cut that guy from every team. Like, what is that guy doing? He used to be glitchy with the run block back in the day. That's still pretty good for a receiver, but he actually sucks. So like I was saying, right, when I do this every day with my daily objectives, I know I'm not getting like huge amounts or whatever, and it is kind of crazy that EA, even with Series 5, is only giving us a max of 7,500 coins a day. That kind of sucks, but this is the situation, right? For those of you guys that are not even at level 80, you can't complain about not having coins. Like, I'm just going to call you out on it right now. I understand, like, there's a lot of things going on, but EA has gone out of their way to give you ×3, ×2 XP, all these things, and you guys still don't have it. And most of us that have done it has gone through it with the regular way with not even double XP, just grinding the game. So obviously having your MUT level all the way up to 80 is, you're going to get those free packs. You're going to get a lot of different things along those lines to be able to have the opportunity to get more, coins or whatever like that, right? So we're not even going to touch on that right now. I'm just going to let you guys understand that. You'll see these packs that are in here right here. And like I said, I'm going to try to get it up to 30, but I might need coins before that. And we might have to get glitchy. You know what I'm saying, bro? You can see I'm almost dead broke with only 1.1 mil, dog. Like, I'm not used to living like this. When you get to this situation over here with the daily packs, like, I'm not going to go wild with like a game changer pack or anything like that because typically I'm going to get garbage, right? So for those of you guys that are asking, Gmia, what packs are the best to gamble with coins? The Gold Player packs, I get more tweets with people pulling the glitchiest things out of these packs than any other pack. So I can't really say that it's useful to spend 50K each time. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to tell you, yo, bro, you should spend the 50K because I know for a fact that when I spend 50K, I'm not getting anything at all. So why would I recommend it to somebody else when I know it's not going to happen? You see what I'm saying? With the Gold Player pack at 7,500, you know that at minimum you get that back with your daily objective. So gambling with that is like, that's a reasonable way to try to look for making coins and things like that, right? Now, when you get down to the nitty gritty, this is the big thing about EA Sports, the token situation. Because ultimately, a lot of us are going to make a lot of coins if we can just be patient. Because right now, with the way the market is, everybody is waiting for EA Sports to release the newest way to use the tokens, right? This is the situation. All the other ways that they have for using the tokens are garbage. Like the Super Bowl players, the Team of the Year players, like you're not really doing anything with that. You could go back to Zero Chill and try to do stuff like that with the Ghost of Madden, but it doesn't really matter. Like when you go through this and you start to look at it, even though everything is really, really cheap as far as the elite tokens and the gold, you're still not doing anything with the 96 overall Ghost of Madden pass. All right. The other day they were like 160, 170. Like it's bad. The whole market is bad. So the biggest opportunity that you have, which is the riskiest opportunity, is to still use the actual currencies that EA Sports is releasing, like these scouting points. And again, for those of you guys that didn't finish up the solos to get your scouts, I understand, bro. It's a lot of solos. It's garbage. You can see that I didn't do any of these, but I did the other ones that give me the free players immediately. I did this one with the Madden Challenge. I got my free LT, quick sold them ASAP, got my 6,500 training, and I'm looking Gucci. I got these done because I'm looking forward to getting my free 97 overall player, right? So those are all things that are in the bag. Whether it's training, coins, you're still making some kind of profit. Now, what do you do for this time while you're waiting? You see the way my binder is filled with wild stuff? Some of you guys, like, recently I was reading through the comments and I saw a lot of people got the game in Christmas and January. And, you know, you guys are saying thank you for the videos and stuff like that. I appreciate you guys watching, and that's the whole purpose of the video, is to make sure you guys understand. You don't need to go buck wild like I did earlier in the year and just keep buying packs. Because what happens is when you buy the packs, whether you get good pack luck or you don't, when the players go out on the field, you realize that they're transparent. So the ball's going to go through their bodies on a regular basis. So it doesn't really make any sense to like invest unless you're just building it. Ultimately, like a lot of people just put together their team to get a 99 overall team. And that's the best part about it, is building your team, having the schemes, different stuff like that. All right, so as we wait through to see what they do with the tokens, I'm going to give you guys some insight with binders, because I'm just pointing it out that I know some of you guys got the game late, so you may not have as many items. Most of the items that I have that are in my binder is typically what I get from like the free solos that I've done. I've done over, you know, almost 2,000 solos, because remember, to get Mutt Master, you know, you could do it both offline and online, like playing online games. I did it both ways, so I got both of the actual the upgrade tokens for Shazier, which they are going to give us other opportunities to use in the future. So let me just show you what I'm talking about. I think right here, Master, right? Like these right here, all these additional trophies that you got from doing it both offline and online, EA says that they're going to give us other ways to use that. So whichever way they do that and whatever set that's going to go into, that's going to be additional, you know, profit for us. All right, while we wait for them to go ahead and get us some MUT tokens. But let me point out, again, when you look at all the other things that I have inside, you'll see that, you know, a lot of the cards that I have currently are goals and very, very low overall things. That's from, like, you know, weekend league, solo battles, all the stuff like that. I got a lot of power-ups and things of that nature. This is what I want you guys to understand. Whether they do a Silver Master, whether they do a Gold Master, an Elite Token Master, whatever they decide to do, this is going to be valuable to me very, very soon. It's going to be valuable somehow, some way. It's going to be valuable. All right? So as we look to do this, this is what I need you guys to understand. EA has a way of releasing sets that make absolutely no sense at the wrong time. And then what we do is we get rid of all this stuff. Like, yo, bro, all right, let me get rid of all these power-ups and stuff like that. The reason that I'm holding off on these power-ups is that I'm thinking that EA is going to have something to do with a lot of these power-ups, like a power-up master. Like, they're going to just start doing weird things, guys. And then we're going to have to go through and get all of them or whatever. Even if they don't do it, the value of them is, they don't really have a value. Like Kirk Cousins, he's useless in real life and in the game, right? But he's only +3 training. So I can't, it's nothing I can really do with him. I'm not going to have any use for him at any time. So what do? If I go ahead and click on it and see, like, all right, how much he's going for? Nobody in their right mind is going to ever have this guy on their team. Unless it's draft champions and he's like the last quarterback available, nobody's going after Kirk Cousins. So with these type of situations, you can't really do anything with them unless you want to make 1,000 coins a pop. So if I make 1,000 coins a pop, you know, I could probably bang out, you know, 10K with the amount, you know, whatever. You know, whatever the amount, if I want to sit there and keep doing it each time, you know, do each one by 10, get a quick 10K or whatever like that, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like Julian Edelman, the dude's garbage, but people are probably going to buy his power-up. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? But people are going to buy it. So for every 10 of the power-ups that I sell, I'm going to get, you know, the 10,000. So every 100 is going to be 100,000. All of those 300 is not all power-ups. So if you're thinking like, yeah, you could sell all of them and get 300,000. No, all of them are not power-ups. Some of them are just the other overall players. But for a guy like that, right, Julian Edelman, he will never, ever see my team, right? So if you guys wanted to go through some of the miscellaneous stuff that you had, you see how I do the exchange set every morning? Sometimes I get glitchier power-ups that I just don't sell. And I just don't sell them because I just forget that they're there, and I usually just do the I do the set and then I jump right into a game and I just start playing and then I forget. Now, why would people buy these? People buy these for different reasons, because you can power them up to certain type of you know, elite overalls and then get the value from, you know, get the value for them in a set by just powering them up with training points, which is why the training points are valuable. Because let's say like for whatever reason, right? Say you need like a, you know, an 80 or whatever. You need like an elite card. You need an elite card to put into a set. Most of you guys will use this method as long as it doesn't require you to put one of his other cards in. You see like how his card, you have to get down to this point to be able to, you know, have to use one of his cards, his core elite. Some of you guys use your power up and then you get him to an 84 and then you put him into an elite token set. That's another reason why they could be useful, so that I don't have to buy, you know, buy a card or whatever like that. I can just power these guys up using the training that I already have. So you can then, with the new sets that they're going to be possibly putting out, use all the miscellaneous power-ups that you have to create elite tokens. So that's another, that's another way you can use them and try to come up with that for what, for the time being while we're waiting. Now, ultimately, like I said, the scouting point method, it's like the most seamless way to make a lot of coins. The only issue is recently I just lost 134K, right? So I'm waiting to do it again. But these sets with the 80 plus overalls, and this one over here with the team builder 80 plus overalls, typically that's the best way. And let me tell you this, you can get about like 3,000 scouting points right now through the solos if you have the time to do it. If you don't have the time to do it, you got to do things like I do. You got to either find stuff that's in your binder to sell, or you got to go and look for a card that's pretty cheap, and then you just got to snatch it up. Like the other day, I was going through here, and I was like, let me look through the program, let me see what's going on, and try to pull like a, try to snap like a 94 to 95, whatever, right? So you go over here, you look at the free agent prices, go to quality, 94 to 95, what they looking like. All right, you see what the price ranges are. Now, 140 is, in my opinion, probably a little bit too much. I was able to snipe one for like 120. All right, so you snipe one for 120, that's giving you a decent amount of scouting points. You then use those scouting points to go into the store and then try to gamble with it. Now, most of you guys have had major come-ups. Some of you guys has lost everything because you guys don't know when to stop. That's just, you're just addicted to it. But remember, like I said, I will be doing more pack openings because I know that it's not going to stay that way. Like, they're not going to just keep giving me garbage. At some point, they're going to give me a decent amount of coins, and then we're going to come up off that. Okay, so look, this guy's 137, a little bit cheaper. So that's the variation of it. And EA is using this method so that they can continue to keep the market going while keeping their currencies alive. You see what I'm saying? That's what they're trying to do. So we have to now figure out the best ways to use the common currency of the actual promo. And right now with scouting, that's the best way to actually go about doing it. So as we move forward, I'm going to give you guys more tips on how to continue to make the coins, but this is what we have to, understand. As they continue to put out new currencies, they're going to lean towards making that currency the almighty. Like, you're going to have to be able to use that some way, somehow, to be able to make your Mutcoins. But for us right now, it doesn't make sense for me to do it at this point. Now, once I get my daily objective done and, I play through a couple more weekend league games and then they give us rewards, that's when you plunge into it. Or unless they release something that you really want, and then you have to buy, a pack from the store here or there along those lines. But everything within the store is a gamble. But the currencies, like when they had the snow, I was pulling glitchy stuff with the snow and stuff like that. And like these are very, very good ways to use your scouting points. As long as it's 80 plus. These, you know what I'm saying, bro? You don't want to gamble with that much. This right here, you roll the dice. A lot of you guys said on your first pull, you got a 95, 97, whatever. That's good stuff. But then it's about the repeat. Like, how much can you ultimately make through it? So, like I told you, rule of thumb is you get enough for 10 and you roll it 10 times. If you don't get anything from that, move on. Just leave it alone, bruh. Leave it alone for that day. Come back the next day because you're guaranteed to make that back up and more. All right? So, once they release the newer versions of how to use things with your tokens, we are going to be in the money because I'm going to tell you right now, even with my power-up situation, if I wanted to use training points, however it's going to be, whatever set they newly release is going to also increase the amount of all the low elites and everything else that you have in your binder. So ultimately, I want you guys to, you got to hold it. You got to hold the door, bro. Just chill, relax. I'm going to let you guys know exactly when it's time to strike. And even if I don't have the video out soon enough, you're going to know based on what EA Sports releases. And they let you know, like, all right, Token Master, whatever. You're going to already know that when you go over to quality and you start looking through your cards, you're going to know exactly, what, the lower elites that you have, that their value is going to raise. That's why I'm holding on to a lot of these guys. Because even if we have to use it for tokens, yeah, that's cool. But people are going to start buying them. They're going to start buying them. If EA goes out and says, all right, there's a new elite token master, people are going to buy it. You see what I'm saying? So there's no real reason for me to start, all right, let me take 2K here, 2K. No, you wait it out and be patient, because they're going to do things to balance out the market and to give you reasons to be able to put things into sets. So that's how it's ultimately going to work in the end, all right? So those are the only ways right now that you can make coins, you know, using the scouting points, selling off some of the minor things in your binder if you want to do it like that, doing your daily objectives and keeping them compile them, and then open them all together. Like I said, I'm gonna try to get to 30 and give you guys a pack opening video with that and see how that works out, all right? Again, in conclusion, once they release the newer ways to use the tokens and stuff like that, we're going to start making more, and we're going to see how we can actually use that system to make more millions of MUT currency, all right? So if you guys have any other questions about it, or you have any insight, like I said, you could feel free to communicate with other viewers, but just don't lead them down the wrong path, because honestly, there's no other set right now that's inside there that makes financial sense other than using your scouts and gambling with the 80+ overall sets. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. Please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to GmiasWorld Gaming right here on YouTube. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love.